Difficult roads lead to beautiful destinations. From the usual toxic vaccinations, at just over 1 year old, I contracted type 1 insulin-dependent diabetes. This caused one of the most challenging childhoods a child could ever have due to near-death low blood sugars almost every day at unpredictable times, day and night. I'll let you imagine the countless accidents and social challenges, losing consciousness and mental coherence at random times during the day, every day, caused during those childhood and teen years thereafter. Thankfully, the medicines and testing technology improved dramatically over the years, allowing me to live an empowering life. This challenge became my greatest gift. It turned me into one of the most determined, driven, dedicated, massive researching, freedom, justice, happiness, good health, truth-seeking action takers ever. Briefly, here's how it went. The only books I had access to in our home was a full set of encyclopedias I believe my parents bought specifically for me. I began with reading them all cover to cover by age 10. This caused my love of knowledge and reading. Aside from that, while enrolled in a private Christian school at age 5, I utilized free classroom construction paper and supplies to turn my desk into my imagined tropical oasis. Many friends, who were fortunate and had lunch money, requested I create ornaments for their desks as well. I soon created and sold numerous pieces of artistic desk ornaments for roughly 10 cents to 25 cents a piece. After 1 year, I had amassed a whopping $5. Around then, it became very apparent I required having food or drinks with sugar on hand to revive myself, and for others to help me with, from hypoglycemic, low blood sugar reactions. The ice cream truck selling candy bars for 50 cents a bar passing by my house each afternoon allowed me to keep them on hand, and instigated my next success. I realized many of my school friends would love to have these forbidden candy bars as well. At $1 each, I immediately had a list of buyers. At the end of that year, I had saved a whopping $50, after spending most of my profits on Reeboks and cool clothes. My parents separated at that time when I was 7 years old. My father was the breadwinner, and my now single mother ended up with custody, having little resources if any. On my dad's visitation rights, every other weekend, we'd attend his classic car swap meets at least once per month. On one hot summer day, while becoming thirsty or hypoglycemic, I discovered no concessions of any type. Before the next classic car swap meet, I suggested to my father that I'd like to bring a large amount of soda, put it in an ice chest, and pull it in my wagon to sell to other thirsty car part buyers and sellers. My dad instantly saw the brilliance in my plan and took me to a Sam's Club/Walmart where I invested my $50, and he invested another $50 or so in my bulk purchase of soda and ice. My mother contributed the 2 big white paper marker signs proclaiming cold soda 75 cents, my cost roughly 17 cents per can. My first day, I netted $350. After the first year, I was selling coffee and donuts at 50 cents a piece, my cost roughly 5 cents each, from 2 a.m. until about 10 a.m., and cold soda the rest of the day. I then hired my brother at a 50-50 profit split of what he sold for pulling another wagon. I even started selling cold beer at $2 per can. By age 10, I had earned a whopping $30,000, $300,000 to $600,000 plus in today's devalued currency. This, before the swap meets refused to let me in ever again, as they built their own concession stands. Freedom is the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. George Orwell.